This is a cold startup on a 2019 Mercedes-Benz AMG C63S with a Gentani tune and downpipes that hasn't been driven in 7 days. What's up, guys? Thank you for joining me for another episode today. I'm glad to see you guys. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do so to keep tabs at everything that's going on right now. Speaking of everything that's going on right now, things are absolutely crazy. I'm sure you guys all know what's going on. And it just seems like things are getting worse and worse, unfortunately. So, number one, I'm just sending good energy and positive thoughts to everybody out there right now. I really hope you guys are staying inside. Unlike me right now, but there's a good reason why. Because to keep myself from blowing my brains out during this quarantine season, I had to get out the house and do something. No, I'm not going into any public places. I don't even go to the store. I'm not around anybody, so social distancing is at its finest right now. But I am taking the car, which I haven't driven in 7 days now, take the iPhone and record a bunch of sounds. Who knows what sounds we'll get? It could be anything. It could be an airplane, it could be a dog barking, it could be the guy on the street banging the drums. Who knows? But I gotta keep my sanity. So I'm going out today to record a bunch of sounds, and then we're gonna bring all these sounds back to the quarantine studio. We're gonna load up the sounds, kind of similar to what I did out of my making beats out of my AMG video, which if you haven't seen that, click right there. But that's what we're gonna be doing today. This is a mall parking lot. There's literally not one car in this entire parking lot. This is crazy. What? Like, have you ever seen a mall this dead? We are in tough fucking times right now. Shit is crazy. Oh my God. So right now I just came to this small parking lot. The freeway is right there. Let's try to record the freeway and see if we can get some kind of ambient, traffic-y sounds. Not bad. And how good is the dark arrow looking today? Holy smokes. Boy, if this is our chariot for the day. Just so no one bashes me in the comments, I came equipped today, so if I have to go anywhere, I got my gloves, I got my mask, got my hand sanitizer, okay? We're good. I'm out, but we're good. This car is, I love this car. Like, I love this car. Oh yeah. And now it's raining. We can use this sound actually. It was just raining over there, and now it's beautiful over here. I'm glad I came over here. I'm glad I was. I was getting a little worried. It's all good. You gotta have faith. You gotta have faith. But the good thing about all this is that there's no traffic. So getting all the way around the city to do this right now is very easy, because this is almost unheard of at noon on a weekday in Los Angeles. Unheard of. And look, I see you, boy. You ain't slicked out. Ain't gonna get me. I'm not speeding. Buses always make sounds. It's the quietest bus on earth. What the hell was that? I thought that there would be more things that have sounds that I can make a beat out of, but we're gonna have to be really creative. Finally, I'm just in a good area of town right now. That's what it is. So you guys gotta forgive me. We're not gonna go fast on this next part, but we are definitely gonna have some fun. Oh, that was amazing. That might be the longest tunnel in Los Angeles, by the way. All right, okay, enough of that. Okay, I know I said I would stop, but because I have to go back to where I was, I have to go back through the same tunnel. Yeah. in love with this engine. Right in front of the runway at LAX. You guys see I'm prepared right now. I'm just waiting for the plane to come in. That should be pretty loud and good. Maybe we can use it. I don't know. I just need loud, big sound. Woo! We are in comfort mode now. We're chilling, exhaust still on, of course. Look at the beautiful view. You guys have been asking me a lot of questions in the comments. Just wanted to answer a couple questions for you guys because you guys have been very curious about certain things, and I want to make sure I answer you guys' questions. So the first question is, do I prefer the Apollo X6 or the Apollo X8? For those of you who don't know what an Apollo is, it's an interface made by Universal Audio. Honestly, I prefer the X6. You could get an X8, and X8 just has more outputs on the back. And I also have the Apollo Twin. I would recommend the Apollo Twin too. The next question is, what's the name of the all black on black keyboard with the black keys that I have? That's the Native Instruments Complete Control, the S49. That specific one is actually a unicorn because they all come with white keys, and I only think they made like, you know, a couple hundred with the black keys. It's like a limited run kind of thing. A ton of you have been asking me where to download my music at. As far as me being an artist, composer, which that's my artist name is Composer, and I have been ever since high school. I've been composing. I am going to be releasing an album this year called The First Symphony. So The First Symphony is going to be basically my own album featuring other artists, not my voice. My voice is not going to be on it, just my production. And also, a ton of you have asked, am I on SoundCloud? I am on SoundCloud, and the link is in the description. I'm on Spotify. That link is also in the description. I'm also on Apple Music. That link is also in the description. I've seen a couple questions from you guys asking what kind of camera setup do I have. Right now I'm on the A7R2, and the lens I'm using right now is a Sigma 1.4 aperture 20mm fixed prime lens. When I do any zooming and stuff like that, I'm using my 16 to 35mm 4 aperture. And those are the only two lenses I have right now. I'm gonna end up getting another lens at some point that is, you know, when I'm doing my B-roll, it can be very close up on whatever, just make it look buttery smooth, you know? Did you make your studio away from home on purpose so it's more of a commitment when you go there to be more productive? Yes and no. I love going to the studio. What producer doesn't dream of having their own studio? I used to have the studio in the house, but yeah, so to you that asked that question, yes, you're absolutely right. It does make me feel a little more productive. This next question is a music related question. What do I use to make my music on? What interface, what hardware? It's a digital audio workstation that I use to make all my beats in and all my music in. It's called Studio One. As far as interface goes, the Universal Audio Apollo X6. What do I charge for production? Anybody that wants to use my production for, say, your YouTube channel, or if you're a singer or a rapper and you want to use my music, or you want to basically have me produce your project or your song or whatever, send me a message on Instagram at Composer and we can talk about it. And thank you to all you guys that are interested in my music. It means a lot to me. This next question is about the exhaust/sound and what did I do to it. I have SSR performance downpipes that I have a video on right there if you want to go check it out. And I also got the Gentani Tune. What is the laser projector that I use? Man, I think I might have gotten at least 100 people asking me about that thing. It's the Sky laser projector. So type in Sky laser projector. And I think it's like 60 or 70 bucks or something like that on Amazon. That's what that is. Horrible times, but a beautiful day. I mean, my God, look at that. It looks like Hawaii. Are you kidding me? The next person asks, how do I find time to do YouTube and make music at the same time? Honestly, it takes a lot. I am a music producer first, so music always comes first. YouTube is just something that I've always wanted to do, and I don't know, I just wanted to make something fun. My time is very limited these days because I am a music producer full-time, and I also have a YouTube channel that you guys are watching right now, in which I am the director, the editor. I do everything. It's not easy, which leads me into saying that if you want to do YouTube or whatever it is that you might want to do, it's probably not going to be easy. It just takes a lot of work, man. Just don't give up. That's all I got to say. If you really want to be great, there's very little time to just be doing whatever. Like, you gotta always be doing something to better your life and your career and better your whole system, just making everything better. Progress. So is there a bigger spoiler coming? Probably not. I might do like a little duck lip kind of thing or something. If you guys have any more questions, honestly, please feel free to ask me in the comments. I'm here to answer any and all questions. I'm here for you guys. Let's go on this journey together. I think we can probably get a few more sounds out of today's day. Well, I kept my mask on when I was pumping gas because I found a little spot where we can have a little random spur of the moment photo shoot with the car. I can't get over it, okay guys? Every day in LA is nothing but smog and traffic. And look at this. So I'm currently en route to Hollywood right now. That's my last place that I can think of where I can maybe get some sounds. Maybe there's a guy banging on the drum. Maybe there's Iron Man walking around and he's making sounds, Buzz Lightyear or some shit. I don't know. It's just Holly weird for real. So I need a kick, a clap, and some kind of like hi-hat or something. This thing is nuts. Oh, yo, my man's playing the guitar right there. Yo, he's playing the guitar right there. Woohoo, we got a sample, let's go. Okay, we're good. Now, let's talk to my man. What's your name, boss? I'm right here where the Hollywood stars are in Hollywood. It is completely desolate, but shout out to Ron Sinclair for the sample that we're gonna use later on. I gotta give him some money. That's plenty right there. Oh, I think that's gonna be pretty much it as far as sounds goes, because this is no man's land out here. So I'm gonna get a couple percussions on my own. I'm just gonna make them by hand. Found this little Mercedes book thing or whatever. I think it might be a first aid kit, but let's try. Let me try jumping on the ground. Ah! Ah! Yo. Ow. Don't ever do that. Jesus. Hopefully we have a bass drum out of that, somewhere out of that. Woo! I love this car. Let's pull up all the sounds in the quarantine studio and see what happens. It turns out that a lot of those samples that I recorded today just didn't sound good because obviously it's recorded on an iPhone. However, I was able to salvage most of them, which I'm about to show you right now. And I also took the liberty of making the beat already. I know you guys probably wanted to see that, but I really just wanted to be inspired and get into a zone. So that's what I did. And I'm about to show you guys everything, but sometimes I just want to go in and just do it. So that's what I did, but let's take a look. So the first thing that I obviously started with was Ron Sinclair standing on the corner singing. And this was his little clip that I made right here. The next thing that I did was the hand claps that I did in the garage. Those sounded crazy. So this is what those sound like. Woo! Woo! Come on. Yo, I'm happy about that. I was super happy about that. I was surprised and shocked actually at the quality of those claps. The airplane, very helpful. Here's the airplane right here. Actually sounds really good. And lastly, the motorcycle, I was really confused as to what it could be, but I ran it through this plugin called Pigments, which allows you to import your own sample into it. And if I turn it off, basically this is what you get. Or that was him. That was him when he was leaving. I turned it into this. Hi-hats. I'm just gonna say one thing about how I did it. Granular synthesis. Look into it. So this is the loop that I made from the motorcycle in its final form right here. Hard. You know what I mean? The only thing I added to this beat was a clap, a kick, and a bass, which I used a real bass, so it's not like a fake one. So I just made on the Arturia Matrix Brute right here. I just made a bass, and that was from a basic patch, like a basic empty patch with no effects. I just made the bass out of the sign. And without further ado, here is the final product of today's recordings in the field. I mean, it's cool, you know, it's not like a solid, polished beat that I spent hours and hours and all this extra time on. I just came home and made that real quick out of the sounds that we recorded today and added some tiny elements just to bring it all together. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Anything is possible these days. I completely did that on my own out in the world with nobody else, completely still self-isolating from people. So if you guys are worried about how to be creative at home, you can be. There's ways that you can do it. I don't know, you got to figure that out, but it is possible. So having said all that, I'm signing off. I hope to see you guys in the next episode because that one's also going to be ridiculous. I got a whole bunch of quarantine episodes happening. Composer out.